this question carrying 6 marks on the appointment of a key managerial person touching section number 203. Rule number 8A, which has been replaced, covering this appointment of managerial person. What are the class of company who are required to appoint this key managerial persons mandatorily? Every listed company, other public company having a paid up capital of rupees 10 crores or more. Public company having a paid up capital of 10 crores or more. Company other than covered under rule number 8, that means listed company having a paid up capital of 10 crores or more, which has got a paid up capital of 5 crores or more, was required to have a full-time company secretary. Rule number 8 talks about shall have full-time key managerial persons. 8 capital A says that company having a paid up capital of 5 crores or above must have a full-time company secretary. Now this 8A has been amended with effect from 1/4/2020. Every private company which has got a paid up capital of rupees 10 crores or more shall have a full-time company secretary. Therefore, 8A has been replaced. Instead of other than listed public company, listed company and unlisted public company, private company, if it is going to have more than 10 crores paid up capital, they must have one full-time company secretary. Now, who is the key managerial person? Key managerial person is required to be appointed for a listed company and other unlisted public company having a paid up capital of 10 crores and above. Who are the key managerial person? A managing director, a chief executive officer, or a manager, and in their absence, a full-time director. Managing director, CEO, or a manager, or full-time director, a company secretary, and a chief financial officer. They are known as the key managerial person. An individual shall not be appointed or reappointed as a chairman of a company pursuant to the Articles of Association as well as the managing director of the company or a CEO at the same time. Therefore, chairman cum managing director, chairman cum CEO cannot be appointed. There are two exceptions are there. One, if the Articles of Association of the company provides otherwise, that they can be appointed. Or the company does not carry multiple business. If the company is going to carry multiple business, then they can also appoint this kind of chairman cum managing director or chairman cum CEO. A notification has been given under 25th July 2014, which says that public companies having a paid up capital of 100 crores or more or a turnover of 1000 crores or more, which are engaged in multiple business and have appointed CEO for each of the business, then that is also allowed. So company can have multiple CEOs provided capital is 100 crores or above or a turnover is 1000 crores or above more and engaged in multiple business. Cigarette division one CEO, cement division another CEO, like that they can have. A notification has been provided for. How do you appoint the key manager person? Every full-time key manager person of a company shall be appointed by means of a board resolution. In the board meeting, by passing a board resolution containing the terms and the conditions of the appointment, including the remuneration, there must be a board resolution. Suppose there is a vacation of the office of the key manager person, the resulting vacancy shall also be filled by the board at a meeting of the board within 6 months of time from the date of vacancy. Appointed through board resolution, vacation within 6 months of time, it must be filled up. Key managerial person not to hold office at the same time. One key managerial person cannot be holding key managerial person of a second company at the one and the same time. A whole-time key managerial person shall not hold office in more than one company. Key managerial person 1 shall be holding position in one company only. There are exceptions are there. That means a key managerial person can hold more than one company. What is that? Key managerial persons are permitted to hold key managerial position in its subsidiary company at the same time. Holding companies KMP can be subsidiary companies KMP also. Whole-time KMP is entitled to be appointed as a director of another company with the permission of the board. So KMP appointed as a director of another company with the permission of the board of the KMP. Those who are holding in more than one company at the same time on the date of commencement of this Act, Companies Act 2013, shall, within the period of 6 months time of such commencement, choose one company in which he wishes to hold the office of key managerial person. So, KMP of one company shall be KMP of one company only. He cannot be KMP of second company. If he is a KMP of a holding company, he can be KMP of a subsidiary company. KMP can be appointed as a director of another company. Permission of the board is required. If he is already holding more than one KMP, then he must choose within 6 months of time from the commencement of this Act. MD of one company is an MD of another company, or MD of one company is a manager of second company is possible. Therefore, a company may appoint or employ a person as its managing director, and if he is a managing director or manager of one and not more than one company, one other company. Therefore, if he is a MD, he can be a manager of a second company. If he is a MD, he can be a MD of another company. So, therefore, a MD cannot be MD for more than two companies at a time. What are all the conditions? By way of a resolution passed at the board meeting, with the consent of all the directors present at the meeting, and a specific notice has been given to the board of directors that this resolution is going to be moved, and if the managing director of the company A passes a resolution saying that this person can be appointed as a managing director of a second company, only at that situation he can be appointed as a managing director of a second company, and not more than second company can be done. So, managing director of one company can be appointed as a managing director or manager of a second company with the approval of the board of directors. Suppose there is a contravention under this provisions of section 203, company shall be liable for not less than 5 lakhs, and every director and a key manager person who is in default shall be liable for a penalty of 50,000 rupees. For a continuous offence, 1,000 rupees per day, not exceeding 5 lakh rupees is a penalty involved. What is the question here? Mr. R and M were appointed as a whole-time director and managing director in Gopi Industries Limited. R is the managing director, M is the R is the whole-time director, M is the managing director. Raja Limited, a holding company of GL, was willing to appoint Mr. R the whole-time director and M as a managing director. So therefore, M, managing director of Gopi Industry, want to become managing director of the holding company also. Examine the legal position as regards to the holding office by KMP. Decide the eligibility of R and M in Raja Limited as its a managerial person in terms of Companies Act 2013. What if the office of Mr. R is vacated due to his sudden resignation given on 1st September 2020 in GL? Suppose R, the whole-time director, is going to resign, what will happen? Whether he can be appointed as a key manager person in the Raja Limited. So therefore, R and M being whole-time key managerial persons are not eligible to be appointed in Raja Limited as its a managerial person. The Act permits key managerial person of the holding company is permitted to hold key managerial person in subsidiary company. In the given case, R and M have been KMP with the subsidiary company, therefore they cannot be appointed as the key managerial person in the Raja Limited, the holding company. A whole-time key manager person shall not hold office in more than one company except in its subsidiary company at the same time. That nothing contained in this section shall disentitle a key manager person from being appointed as a director of company with the permission of the board. Key manager person can be appointed as a director of the other company, but he cannot be appointed as the key manager person of other than the subsidiary company. Provided that further the whole-time key manager person holding in office more than 6 months in one company at the same time on the date of the commencement of the Act shall within a period of 6 months of time from the such commencement choose one company in which he wishes to continue to hold the key managerial person. What is the condition? A company may appoint or employ a person as its managing director If he is a managing director or manager of one and not more than one company, other company, and such appointment of employment is made or approved by a resolution passed at the meeting of the board of directors with the consent of all the directors present in the meeting, and of such which meeting the resolution moved there shall be specific notice has been given to all the directors who are present in meeting. So therefore, what if the office of R is vacated due to his sudden resignation from GAL Limited? Once R has vacated the office of the whole-time key manager person in GAL Limited, restriction given in section 203 does not apply, and hence the Raja Limited is free to appoint R as its key manager person. He is otherwise eligible and willing to act as a key manager person if appointed. So therefore, that is the question. R and M is required to follow the provisions of the section number 203.